What is up, everybody? I'm Steve SBU, and welcome to Week 5 of the MMC Pokemon Draft League. Last week we may have suffered a devastating loss against Zero, but we must look forward, because this week your House of Mouse is going up against my good buddy Kenny and his Team Plasma Porygons. Kenny, as always, has cooked up a heater this season, with an absolutely mental offensive core with Urshifu Single Strike, Landorus Incarnate, and his dreaded Iron Fumble, who has yet to miss when it counts, by the way. But that's not all. He took a page out of my ODL handbook and drafted a mini E-Terrain core with Iron Crown of Bukurchin, who is one of his Terracaps, by the way, alongside Brambleghast for hazard utility, and his defensive core is borderline immovable with Hisuian Goodra on the special side and Galarian Weezing on the physical side. All that insane synergy rounded out with two more insane Terra Captains, with Porygon 2 able to Terra Normal, Fairy, or Steel, and Crocalor who's able to Terra Fairy, Fire, and Water. And plus Cutiefly exists there as well, I guess, too. I don't fucking know, but whatever. To start us all off, I need something big to be able to switch in to take Urshifu's massive hits, so Terra Fairy Sandaconda is the perfect answer. Despite only having max HP investment, Sandaconda is always able to take 2 hits from Adamant Choice Band Urshifu. I can either glare it to paralyze him or deal super effective damage with Body Press. Earthquake helps me answer Iron Crown, Hisuian Goodra, as well as Weezing Galar, if he's not Levitate, of course. And finally, Rocks helps round off the team very nicely while supporting the rest of the team, since Bundle really doesn't love wearing boots this week. And second up, I wanted a Mon who could reliably answer his other offensive Mons fairly effectively, while also threatening his defensive Mons as well, so Mandibuzz is the obvious bring for me. With Knockoff, it allows me to get rid of Urshifu's choice item, Bundle's boots, or Lando's Life Orb, whilst also being able to get rid of Porygon 2's Eviolite, making it much easier to KO. Iron Defense plus Weak Armor lets me always boost my speed while boosting my defense at the exact same time, allowing me to potentially get fast Toxics off while shedding my flying typing with Roost to even sell a bundle without specs. To compete with the defensive Mon trio, I wanted the hardest check to Iron Bundle I can possibly have, especially defensive Empoleon meets that criteria perfectly. With its Alchuca Berry and Ice Beam, Empoleon also serves as a light check to Lando, but for Bundle I can reliably switch it in, stall it out, and always living 2 specs freeze dries from full. Knockoff gives me the same supportive options as always, and Vacuum Wave always allows me to check Urshifu and Bundle at low HP, doing minimum of 40% to no bulk invested Bundle. Now it's finally time to start hitting with my offense this week, and to start it all off, I thought about Choice Specs. Dragapult went crazy here. Pulse has exactly 2 Shadow Ball switch-ins here, being Urshifu and Porygon 2. However, if they're forced to eat a Draco, especially if they're already weakened, that opens me up significantly. With Shadow Ball, I'm able to threaten everything else with a 2-hit KO at minimum, or even an OHKO for that matter. Will-O-Wisp lets me be able to semi-reliably catch Urshifu on a switch-in, as well as being able to give me an option to avoid getting Sucker Punched. And finally, U-Turn, as always, is an amazing move to click to keep the momentum up on switches. Now, I may have said we're doing offense right at this moment, but how could I forget my favorite supporter of violence in Terra Fairy Indeedee? While I'm not aiming to Terra Indeedee this week, it does give me a good secondary option if Sandaconda gets weakened. With my held red card, I can force a switch on his Iron Crown, going for Tachyon Cutter on the first hit. And if I manage to get a good switch, that could mean Urshifu eats a Dazzling Gleam, or Weezing takes an Expanding Force. Encore lets me either stall out PP on Recover from Porygon 2, or it helps me catch Kenny getting greedy with setup, and it gives me the perfect opportunity to Healing Wish, pivot into my final Mon, Psychic Seed Unburdened SNEASLER. It's about time I finally whip out the Unburdened SNEASLER this season, and this week is the best opportunity for it. My 2 stabs in CC and Dire Claw are not resisted by a single Mon on his team outside of Lando, which still doesn't switch in well if I choose to set up an SD, even having a chance to go down if it is chipped. So instead of a third coverage move, I slapped on Substitute. This both allows me to get free turns against my opponent going for Sucker Punch, but it also hard punishes him for trying to switch around, and it lets me always get a free Sword Stance or a KO after the fact. But that is it for the team analysis for Week 5 of the MMC Pokemon Draft League. If you're enjoying the video, please don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. I'm aiming for 200 subs by the end of the year, and we're super close to hitting that goal. Shout out to Elliot and Nate for the prep help this week. I couldn't have done it without y'all. But with that all out of the way, let's get right into the battle. Alright everybody, welcome back to the battle. A little unfortunate that we can't be playing on Wi-Fi. We're having some technical difficulties, but what you gonna do at the end of the day? No Urchin is kind of wild here. That makes me think that he is going to be Misty Terrain on his Geezing. That is definitely possible, but pretty much... Oh, Hisuian Goodra is an interesting one. That's a little wild. But honestly, I have no reason to just not go Sandaconda here. Misty Surge, yep, that's okay. Now I go Rocks. Love the name, Kenny. Love the name. Man, okay. Yeah, I think I just go Rocks. The main reason I want to go Rocks is because that will help deter any Iron Bundle switch-ins if he's not Boots. And if he is Boots, that means he's not Scarf or Specs, and that really helps me out a lot. P2 is a little interesting here. And then of course, you know, like the Hisui Gudra. I'm not 100% sure why he would have that. I mean, like, it makes sense. Like, it's good into, like, in DD, like, size spam stuff. Okay. That is a-okay on my part. I'm going to Terra Fairy Glare, honestly. I could go for Body Press, but I kind of want to paralyze this, mainly because that really helps out stuff later on. That is not Specs. Oh! Okay, I'm dumb. Okay. Yeah, that's on me. That's still fine. Like, at the end of the day, that Terra Fairy is still okay. I'm just gonna Body Press now. But, yep, that's, I forgot what Misty Terrain did. That's a rough one. Alright. First mistake of the game. Forgot what Misty Terrain is. Okay, put that up on the tally board. Alright, so what do I think he's going to do here now? He could go for Hydro. I don't think so. This is not Specs. I think this is definitely Boots. Boots or Scarf. Yeah, I think going Body Press is the best thing I can do here. It gets damage off on pretty much everything that wants to switch in. Even Crown doesn't exactly love switching in here, and Wheezing Galar just means I can throw off an Earthquake. So yeah, this is 100% okay. Yeah, it's unfortunate that I didn't just go for the Body Press instead of going for the Glare because of that mess up. But at the end of the day, like, I'm specially defensive Sandaconda, so that really did not do too much. And I still learned that he's not Specs. I'm pretty sure, at least. Let me calc that, actually. Okay, yeah, no. That Iron Bundle was 100% not Specs. Yeah, alright. I think I just want to Body Press again, honestly. I have no reason to just not just Body Press. He could go for a Geezing switch. Ooh, that did absolutely nothing. Wow. 23. Okay. This is still a-okay in my opinion. Ooh, did not. Did a lot more damage than I thought it would. Honestly, this is still okay for me to just Roost. I believe, yeah, I'd be able to, yeah. Yep, that's a-okay. In there. Now I want to knock this thing off. Get rid of its Black Sludge. Oh, Custap Berry. Interesting. Ooh. Alright. So what do I want to do here? I don't exactly love the idea of switching in Sandaconda here, but I think I can, in all honesty, just do that. I can either switch in Sandaconda. I don't want to switch in DD, because he's probably just going to go for that. Yeah, Sandaconda. If he goes for Sludge Bomb, then that is genuinely, like, insanely good plays. But I think he's just going to go for a Strange Theme or a Switch. And if he switches in pretty much anything, especially defensive Sandaconda, unironically just walls everything. Even Urshifu does not really love taking anything. I would 100% say Bundle is probably Boots if I had to guess. It's either Boots or Scarf. Let me check and see what he was against. Ooh, T-Bolt. Probably planning on me going for the Empoleon switch. Okay, yep, I'm just gonna EQ this. There we go. Get a bit of damage off. Alright. This is Thunderbolt. Honestly, if I can just bait him out to... Yep, just keep wasting recovers. Just keep wasting recovers. Now I can glare this, actually. Actually, no, I'm not going to glare this because I think he's going to expect me to do that. I'm going to try to EQ. And heck, even if he does attack me, that's still okay. Alright. Yeah, that is A-okay. Now I go for the glare. Do I want to go glare, or do I want to possibly try to switch something in? I don't want to switch in that, no. I don't want to risk going into Dragapult here. I think I do go just glare. Try to get a para. Some para spam is not a bad idea here. And then it just gets him wasting Thunderbolt PP. Yep, this is A-okay. 110%. There we go. Just getting good damage off. 27%. Okay. And... okay. What do I want to do here now? You know what? Sure, I'll go Empoleon here now. Damn, that does huge amounts of damage. I'm gonna knock. Yep, get rid of that. There we go. That is okay. And now I'm going to Roost spam until I get a para, or he switches. That's mainly what I'm gonna do here. Okay, that's fine. 100% okay. And now I don't want to knock this thing off right now. I really don't. Sure, I'm gonna go into Dragapult. Oh yeah, I know what you're doing here. I 100% know what you're doing here. Yep, this is A-okay. I think this should kill. Yep. Awesome. Hell yeah. Alright. Yeah. Alright. No weakness policy, Crown. Not on my turf. That is 100% okay. This Eviolite getting knocked off is super good. That Iron Crown going down is super good. Really good for my SNEASLER late game. Because Weezing is already at the point where SD boosted Dire Claws are two-shotting, if not killing that. Alright, I am very, very happy about this. What do I think? I think he should just always go into P2. Okay, that is honestly fine. If I wanted to go here. You know what? I'm gonna go into Indeedee, mainly because I want to... Ooh. Damn, that did a lot more than I was expecting it to. Okay. What do I want to do here? Okay, so we've got knockoff. That did a lot of damage, all things considered. I'm mainly specially defensive, but I have max HP. That does not kill me from here. I think what I want to do here... He's not lefties. Probably Assault Vest, if I had to guess. So you know what? What I'm going to do here is I'm going to Encore. Actually, I'm going to Degleam. I'm going to Degleam here. Get a little bit extra damage off. And then I'm going to sack this thing. And try to just set up and sweep a SNEASLER from here. Nothing here can switch in on me. Okay. Yeah, because if this is Scarf Bundle, I just simply outspeed it with SNEASLER. I was speed creeping that. Yep, that's AV as hell. Oh! Bro, low roll into high roll is insane. That is rough. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go SNEASLER. Get that. Then I'm going to substitute. And the main reason I want to go for substitute is if he's Draco, then I just drop his special attack. Yep. There we go. And this is okay, because now, with the special defense boost plus the substitute, I always am able to live another one without my substitute breaking, I believe, and it kind of just forces him to switch something in. Ugh. SNEASLER might just win from here now. Awesome. Now I just go for my SD. Okay. Now I go CC. Oh! Oh, okay. Okay, that was so good. Urshifu. I think he's gonna go for Sucker Punch. I think that's the most obvious Sucker Punch ever. And if... Yep, there we are. Hell yeah. Okay, this is still okay. Because at +2, I should be able... Yep, I 100% kill from here now. Dire Claw kills. Oh. I don't think crit mattered, but... Yep. Alright. Got the SNEASLER sweep. Okay. That is super good for me. Holy cow. That's gonna help my differential, getting a +5. Oh. Man. Good game, Kenny. Honestly, super, super good game. That's Scarf. That's Scarf as hell. Massive GG's, man. Yeah, the sub SD. It's really crazy. I love it. But yeah. Super wild team here, Kenny. Honestly, that Goodra could have messed me up if I was not a sub set. If I was not a sub SD set, that was absolutely Jover for me. Amazing counter for SNEASLER. Yeezing getting down, getting chipped down definitely hurt me a lot, but and also Porygon 2 getting knocked off is huge. Kind of misplayed in DD a little bit, but because of the low roll into high roll. Initially, if I really wanted to like solidify it, I should have gone for Encore, which was my initial thing, but I thought I would have been able to live, get a little bit of chip damage off, test for AV, and then Encore. I think that would have been generally a better play for me if I knew that it was a low roll. But hey, super, super good game. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this week of the MMC. I'll be sure to try to get Kenny in for a post-game interview at some point here. So, of course, if you want to stay and watch for that, please feel free. But if not, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Alright, everybody, welcome to the post-game interview. I have Kenny here with y'all. Say hello to the people, Kenny.
What is up, everybody? That's my impression of your intro.
Man, called me out. What the hell, man? How could you?
My name is Steve SBU, and today I'm going to smell really bad. No! And use Choice Specs Dragapult and ruin my friend's life.
True, I did in fact do that.
Bro, I'm still tilted about that, low-key. Like, my Iron Crown weakness policy set only gets one shot by one fucking set, and of course you have to bring it, dude. You brought out Dragapult, I was like, oh yeah, it's time. And then at one shot, I fucking screamed.
it's so funny too because I looked at your team and I'm just like, Spexpult kind of just goes hard here. The only switch-ins he really has is like Urshifu and Porygon, and everything else does not appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
So then
The only thing that really doesn't care is just Goodra and P2. Those things. Well, mine was FizzDef. My Goodra is FizzDef this week, so it was a little bit of a different story. But
yeah, it still would have done like I don't know. Like I think let me just check the Pulse set real quick. Okay, I wasn't modest, but I was max special attack, so that probably did like 30 to 45 if I had to guess.
Let me
I'm
not
the calculator.
Let me throw this bad boy. Let me throw this bad boy in the calc.
True. We need the info.
We need the info. This is something we badly need. Dragapult choice specs. Holy fuck!
How much did it do?
Oh wait, that's Dragalge. I was like, what? How does it like do 87? Excuse me? Okay, that makes more sense.
Alright, how much was it? Like 50 something?
It does like 51 to 60.
I mean, hey, that's still a 2-shot. Like, that's not really a switch-in.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, I switch in, you get your special attack lowered, and then I Draco you myself, and then one-shot you.
Oh, that's Draco. I thought you were talking about Shadow Ball.
Oh, Shadow Ball! Shadow Ball does 37.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking Shadow Ball would do, like, between, like, 30 and 40.
Yeah, no, Shadow Ball does not do that much.
Yeah, okay. That makes more sense then. But yeah, to keep talking about Goodra, this Goodra set is evil.
Yeah, so it's knockoff to just be a general nuisance. It's Heavy Slam to hit anything that is not named Necrozma, and Empoleon too, I guess.
Yeah.
Because Necrozma is like just barely lighter than Goodra, which makes it 40 base power or some shit.
Necrozma's a heavy boy.
I physically can't find a better steel type move, so this will just have to do. Knockoff for the Necrozma will just have to suffice, and he just didn't even bring it. It was like, okay.
Yeah, the reason I didn't bring Necrozma was just like Urshifu was right fucking there, bro. Like I don't know what else to say. Urshifu just kind of smokes Necrozma's pack no matter what it tries to do. Like I can't exactly set up iron defenses on it. And the Iron Defense set has been so bad ever since it lost Autotomize.
It lost Autotomize?
Yeah, it lost Autotomize in Gen 9.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's why I haven't been bringing the fucking Autotomize weakness policy set like every single week, because its only speed boosting move now is Dragon Dance.
I mean, hey, Dragon Dance would still be pretty heat with weakness policy, to be fair.
I mean, true. You're right. It's just like, I would much rather double my speed and just outspeed everything instead of like having to set up 2 Dragon Dances to do the same thing, even if my attack is going to be significantly higher, you know?
Just have Dragon Dance and Bulldoze forehead.
True! It did lose that in Scarlet and Violet. That is true.
Yeah. The peak move Bulldoze.
Yeah. Honestly, I was super happy to see Misty Surge wheezing. Just keep in mind I did forget one turn that what Misty Surge did.
Yeah, you fucking tried some shit, brother. You tried to Will-O-Wisp me.
Yeah, I did try to do that, and that was not a good move on my part. But honestly, having Sandaconda be able to just like always be able to click Earthquake and not have to like worry about it was
wait, no, you glared me.
Yes,
I glared
you.
You didn't Will-O-Wisp me.
Yeah. Honestly, like if I was running like a coil set, I think that could have gone pretty hard here, especially since like Earthquake Body Press hit pretty much everything like on your team. Like, yeah, it hit everything for super effective damage.
Yeah.
But
other than my P2, that's Terra Fairy.
True, yeah. Terra Fairy P2 doesn't.
I Who are your Terra Caps again? It's
Sandaconda and Indeedee.
Right. I was expecting you to run Terra and Didi, so when you broke out the fairy Sandaconda, I wasn't like, obviously I wasn't like flabbergasted. Like I had shit for it, but I was like, God damn it! I was expecting the other one. I was expecting you to be more of an offensive Didi.
Yeah, and like I was definitely throwing that around. The main reason I didn't was because you could fairly easily like pivot switch between like Weezing Galar and I got the hiccups. Weezing Galar and Urshifu like on my fairy and like psychic type moves. And like once Urshifu was in, if you were running like I don't even know exactly what set, but if you were running like P-Jab or like Iron Head with like a choice band or something, then I was kind of like upsetty.
I had a very weird set. I was hoping to bait in Mandibuzz and then like kill it with Stone Edge.
That's pretty hype. Actually, you want to know something a little funny about Mandibuzz?
What's up with your Mandibuzz?
I'm running weak armor for the specific reason that I am able to eat a hit from like Urshifu and then like double my speed, and then I basically become like an Iron Bundle answer because I can always roost before Iron Bundle goes for its attack.
Well, that's assuming that I'm not
Booster.
Choice Scarf.
Yeah,
which in this case I was. So
okay, but it didn't end up mattering anyways. So
it did not end up mattering. So yeah.
Also, Mandibuzz was also EV'd to live Choice Specs Ice Beam, so I would have been fine.
Holy fuck!
Yeah,
you could do that.
Yeah, I think it was Choice Specs Ice Beam. It was either Choice Specs Ice Beam or Choice Specs Freeze Dry. I can't remember exactly which one I crept for.
I'm assuming Freeze Dry, because Ice Beam. Hold on, let me get this Iron Bundle out.
Trust me, Iron Bundle's a fraud.
Throw a specs on this thing. Put Mandibuzz. OU defensive. Oh nope, wrong one. What the fuck?
How much does it do, KennyBot?
Excuse me?
How much does it do, KennyBot?
Dude, you need to be institutionalized. How does?
I mean, I was specially defensive Mandibuzz too, so
it doesn't even one shot. It does 97 max. This is bullshit.
Exactly. Iron Bundle's a fraud, dude.
Iron Bundle's not a fraud.
Call
I'm just a fraud.
Call this man Iron Fraud. He was not him.
You say that next week after I sweep Vinny with Iron Bundle.
True, you gotta do that. But wait, Kenny actually no. Vinny is the luckiest person ever. You're missing every Hydro Pump.
Nah, I'd just win.
Okay, don't get tilted then.
Hey, I didn't get tilted because I got unlucky. I just got tilted because I got shit on last week. It wasn't a matter of luck. It was a matter of being outgamed on every street.
Honestly, that is very valid. I was that way when I lost to IHLP. That was sad. That made me sad. I would much rather lose to luck than losing to getting outskilled, because at least there's some copium that I could have like won.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I made my team last minute as fuck against Meep, so like there was some dumb shit on there, but there was some pretty good shit too, like my Stomping Tantrum Crocolore for Heatran.
That's pretty fire. That is pretty fire.
It ended up not really working out as well as I thought it would, but that's okay.
Yes. Okay. Sometimes you have to sacrifice a little bit of efficiency for the tech.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Another funny thing about the Indeedee that I want to just like mention real quick. So you see that I'm holding a red card, right?
I do see the red card.
So initially what the plan was, if you were getting really annoying with Iron Crown, that ended up not happening, but let's just say in theory here, in game theory. I would basically throw out Indeedee, and then you would go for like your first hit of Tachyon Cutter, get swapped out
Oh, no
immediately,
way.
and then it was basically just like if I went for Psychic Noise and it switched in like Wheezing Galar, that thing was dead. And then like if I Dazzling Gleamed and you went into like Urshifu, that shit was dead. Like
That's very funny.
like it just is very annoying because if I got even a sliver of luck with it, it was just like it was Jover straight up.
I mean, to be fair, if Wheezing switched in and you Psychic Noise, then I just cussed out Barry Destiny Bond and kill you.
That's fair. You know what? That's fair.
Because it turns to Misty Surge, gets rid of the Psychic Terrain boost. Otherwise, it would
Yeah.
kill.
Yeah, and you are specially defensive Wheezing too, so yeah, that would have been a little rip.
That would have been the most funny unintentional own in my entire career.
Yeah, that would have been the ultimate no you moment right there.
You thought you cooked, and
Yep.
then ultimately at the end of the day, you get debonded by the goat.
True. And it's so frustrating too, when you got that low roll into high roll on that knockoff on Gudra.
Oh yeah.
Like, I was gonna encore you into knockoff, and then SNEASLER just, like, had, like, just no shot. Like, I was just, like, free sub, free SD, but no, I had to think, like, for a split second, at least, what I was going to do now.
Dude, substitute, such a dumb move, man. Such a stupid-ass move.
Yeah, this SNEASLER set was kind of fire. It's really funny because this was kind of this set specifically. Elliot told me to change. He told me to make it into a choice scarf set, and I'm like, trust me, bro. This shit's gonna work.
It is gonna work, and it did work.
Exactly. Yes.
Sadly.
He had a whole bunch of copium that he was saying that you should have just like kept heavy slamming me, and like in theory, if you did that, it's possible that SNEASLER could have like gone down, but like still at the same time, it didn't happen that way. So suck it, Elliot. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh man.
Sigh.
I had that in the bag and I fumbled it.
Well, hey, for the man who drafted Iron Fumble, it's on brand.
It is very much so. I'm not falling down your pipeline. That Pokemon's good, bruh.
Nah, I'm going to stand my ground. You have seen the amount of hydro pumps I have missed. That thing is
That's because
never
you're-
living it down.
It's because you're simply not built like I am. I don't think I've missed a single hydro pump this season.
Yeah,
Given I haven't fired off too many, but I haven't missed a single hydro this season.
yeah. It's really funny too, because I've been getting my luck rubbed into my face recently. I've been playing TCG Pocket like crazy, and in some of the like the battle mode, some of the cards like you have to do a coin flip to like get a secondary effect. I have literally lost like 7 coin flips in a row. Like
Man,
I've got tails 7 times in a row.
I remember when I played a shit ton of not Pocket, but the mobile app before that trading card game. I played a shit ton of that game. And then I did something really stupid in where I had a bunch of limited edition cards. You know the 20th anniversary where they released a bunch of like full art of a bunch of legendaries and also Pikachu.
Yeah.
So I got that, and then I got the code, and then I sent it into my game. And then what I did is I accidentally traded them away for a Rattata card because I was trying to trade it to my alt account. But I did it the wrong way, and then somebody just gave me a Rattata and stole my shit!
Bruh. That's really depressing.
It was so fucking upsetting, dude. And I was like, I vowed after that, I'm never playing this ever again. I refuse, and I haven't.
Honestly, that is so valid. I would be pissed off as well. But TCG Pocket has unironically been super fun. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
I mean, it is a different game, so it wouldn't break my vow. So maybe I'll have to give it a try.
Yeah. And
Oh.
honestly, for it being like, like having microtransactions and shit, like,
Oh no.
but it's actually not that bad. Like, you get 2 free packs a day, and then you get like a shit ton of the stuff that lets you be able to open more packs, like just out the wazoo. Like, had days where just from the free like hourglasses or whatever, that I've been able to open up like 15 packs.
Holy shit.
Yeah, just from the free ones that I was given. So like,
all right.
it's not that
Excuse
it's
me.
not even that bad for pay to win. It's not the worst thing in the world. But yeah. Also, one last thing about the squads before I'm pretty sure like we're just about done here. Like, you don't really have much else to say, right?
No,
Yeah.
I really don't. Except for that fucking vacuum wave Empoleon.
Yes! That's exactly what I was going to say. That shit does like 40 to Iron Bundle with no special attack investment.
I hate how genius it is.
Like, sure, it's not doing a bunch of damage, but like, if you take even the slightest bit of chip, like if Iron Bundle like switches in like once against like, I don't know, a Sandaconda like body press, then like, sure, you kill me after, but then I go into Empoleon and I fucking vacuum wave your ass. And then it also helps for Urshifu too, because it
That
doesn't
probably
do.
does a decent amount.
That's like probably like 25 if I had to guess. But
I mean,
like,
given it does have Sucker Punch in close combat, or mostly Sucker Punch,
yeah, that's true.
because that outspeeds it. But then the close combat, if he uses that, then the Spadef gets weakened, and then Vacuum Wave is like actually doing damage.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, I love the set. It's super funny. And the knockoff, of course, is just like, the rest of it's kind of just standard Empoleon. The Shukaberry was for Lando Eye, because I thought Lando Eye was just really hard for me to switch into.
Yeah, Lando Eye is a very crazy Pokemon, but I didn't end up bringing it this time.
Yeah,
Because I felt like I just got outsped by too many things and got made sad.
true.
I knew you were gonna bring Shukaberry and Polion. Like I had that at least to some extent. So I was like, okay, how well does this team do against Shukaberry and Polion? And then I realized kind of ass. like Pole outspeeds it, ruins its life. SNEASLER almost always outspeeds this thing.
Mhm.
Like, if I were to bring it, it probably would have been Scarf. So, it would have outsped, regardless if it was Scarf or had an Unburden off. But then if I'm Scarf, then Rotom Heat just switches in and is like, hey, what's up, bitch? And then frowns. Then I frown.
That's the funny thing, because I was thinking that same boat, like, okay, my team is, like, doing pretty good against, like, Lando Eye, there's not much that really beats me, and then I looked at its stats again, and I'm like, bruh, physical Lando Eye, no! And
I would have brought physical Lando Eye if I were to bring it. Specifically for Cryogonal.
True! I was so close to bringing Cryogonal this week, man. You have no idea how close I was.
I think it would have been a big boon for me if you brought Cryogonal.
I agree, because Cryogonal is objectively, like, a not good Pokemon, especially without Terra. But, like, I was just looking at that Iron Bundle, and I'm like, I could really make this thing sad. But then I looked at the rest of your team, and I'm just like, Urshifu makes me sad, Gudra makes me sad, physical Lando Eye makes me sad. There were just too many things that like made Cryogonal just really, really not good. And its moveset is so ass, bro.
It is pretty ass. The thing is that if you have Cryogonal out, that I just get a free switch into like 2 Pokemon easy.
Pretty
Like,
much.
Brown and Gudra are just the freest ever switch-ins.
On God. Like, if Cryo got, like, Nasty Plot, it would actually be, like, semi-okay. Like, it's not amazing, but at the end of the day, it gets, like, it gets Freeze Dry, and it gets, like, Flash Cannon. Like,
No, they're allergic to giving mid Pokemon good coverage, dude. If Porygon 2 had Nasty Plot, I would have won. I would have won my week against Meep. I just would have beat him. I wouldn't have had Shadow Ball. I would have had Nasty Plot P2, and then I would have fucking swept him.
I thought P2...
Nope.
Is
PZ
it just
has
PZ?
Plot.
Oh, that's so unfortunate, bro. This thing would love Nasty Plot.
Yeah, it would have been so peak. I would have actually, dude. Because I was getting such bad luck with my download boosts. It was so bad. He ran everything Spin F. It was fucking over.
Yeah. That was him or that was me who did that?
Meep. Porygon
Meep,
2
okay.
actually did pretty decent into you, I'd say. Like
Yeah.
it obviously it got whittled down pretty quickly, I'd say.
Yeah, losing
But,
it to Violite made it really upset.
But like the moveset was pretty peak on this. I had Psyshock, I had Thunderbolt and Foul Play, and that hits like that hits everything on your team except for Sandaconda, really.
Yeah. And then like at the same time too, like what was I gonna say? Just I had a feeling you were analytic because I can't remember exactly when it was. Well, of course you were analytic because you weren't download and you weren't trace, so you had to be analytic. But like I just really liked that because you knew you were going to be underspeeding everything anyways, and it's just a fucking power boost.
It is. It's just oh wow, this Pokemon's faster now. I actually gave him, if you look on my thing, I gave him 30 EVs in speed or IVs in speed, just so it would underspeed anything else that is not a speed decreasing nature, because I wanted it to be able to catch things if you're trying to go for like a min speed like Mandibuzz and you were trying to do some like funky ass Trick Room shit.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to be able to catch that because I want to handle a toxic spamming Trick Room roosting Mandibuzz.
That's fair. It's funny that you say that because I think it's objectively spoken that my team is like the highest speed tiers in the league, and you thought of Trick Room.
Yeah, the thing is,
something I would do.
Yeah, that's just like some insane person shit you'd bring. You'd be like, "Oh yeah, you're expecting my evil Indeedee," and then then you run like eject button fucking Trick Room ass shit, and then you're like, "Oh hey, here's my Coil Sandaconda in Trick Room," and you're like, "What the fuck? I thought SNEASLER was gonna be here."
Nope. Absolutely no. Actually, KennyBot, it's Iron Ball SNEASLER with Fling. I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
The Iron Ball SNEASLER with Fling would go so insane.
Yeah, last turn of Trick Room, I go first, and then I get my Unburden boost, 120 base power Fling move. Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Kills Iron Crown from full.
We're so back.
But honestly, man, yeah, this was a super fun battle. Having a bit of a rougher season, but I know that you'll come back with a vengeance next season, bro. I know you.
I've ever since I lost to you, I've just been like, okay, I'll make something that's like funny, kind of, and like a little goofy, just so I'll like not put my nose to the grindstone for hoping for top cut when that just won't happen when I have like one win this season.
Yeah, it's rough because like I think a lot of this is just genuinely like the growing pains of like Paldex. Like going from Matdex to Paldex is just real rough.
I like Paldex sometimes until I have to rely on Galarian and Weezing for defog, and then I'm like, wow, this game kind of sucks actually.
Yeah, that's sort of how I've been feeling with like defog on Mandibuzz, because Mandibuzz has some serious 4 move slot syndrome when you try to slot on defog.
Absolutely, because you want like Roost, you want Toxic, you want fucking
Knockoff.
Defog, you want Knock, you want Brave Bird, you want like.
Yeah.
This thing gets like stupid amount of moves.
And then like Whirlwind, Iron Defense, like all those potential options for Mandibuzz are pretty nice. It's just like, it's rough. It's a rough time. I will say that's probably the one thing I dislike about Paldex is just how limited the removal is. Like there is so little good removal that I've just not even dealt with removal right now. I'm just running boosts on everything.
If you don't have either Great Tusk, Terapagos, or Iron Treads, your Rapid Spinner is just a bad Pokemon.
Yeah. I think Donphan is like okay as a spinner. Same sort of deal with like Tentacruel, but like bro, that's 5 Rapid Spinners. Like that's not even enough to make a team of Rapid Spinners, dog.
Yeah, the good Rapid Spinners I'd say are, well, the 3 I said. I guess Quavo.
Quavo's alright. It's just if Quavo's your spinner, then it really is not like super happy to be running like Rapid Spin on a lot of its like choice band sets.
Yeah, and then like Porcole and Donphan, and that's like it.
Yeah, like Serena is okay.
I guess Regieleki. I don't know, because this thing you'll always have Rapid Spin on Alecki. It has such bad move. It just has such bad coverage that it's just like, oh, I mean, I have my Regieleki here. I guess I could throw Rapid Spin on it. People need to stop sleeping on Alecki, by the way.
I love Alecki. I think it sucks into ground types, but for like a 6-pointer, that thing is good. That thing is solid for what it brings to the table.
I'm bringing Alecki back.
Let's bring Alecki back, brother.
They should give him Ice Beam, I think.
I think they should give him Frost Breath.
I think they should give him Ice Beam, but it has 200 base power, and it's awesome.
True.
Smile.
Unironically, if Regieleki got Weather Ball, you'd be running that shit all the time. That thing would be a menace in snow and rain.
Dude, I ran Regieleki on my Megazard Y draft team. I would have been cooking with Weather Ball.
Yeah, give Regieleki Weather Ball. It's unironically one of the most balanced moves to give it.
It would be so dope.
Very true. But yeah, I think this just about concludes the interview, bro.
I think so as well.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe.
I was just about to say, don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment about whatever the fuck you liked about this video. And I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Comment being like, I hate this video.